Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this week's Reset for Life moment. Now, be honest with me right now. How many of you are so sick of this isolation that you're ready to scratch your eyeballs out with a cheese grater? Not literally, of course, but you're done with it. I get it. Even those of you who enjoy being away from other people might be feeling the strain and the pain from this new norm where we have to stay away from each other. And again, I get it. I understand. We need to be together. Psalm 133 verse 1 says, "Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together." There's something special and organic about human interaction. In fact, just last night during our life group, the speaker said, "An isolated Christian is a dead Christian." There's some truth to that because there's value in us being together, and it's reflected in our ability to encourage and support and help one another to grow. You know, I heard this story once of an old farmer who decided that he was done with church. He missed quite a few weeks in a row, and finally the pastor decided that he was going to pay him a visit. The farmer was sitting there watching the fire in his fireplace when the preacher knocked on the door, and so he got up and he let him in and he pulled up a seat for him at the fire. And for the longest time, the preacher didn't say a thing. And then he got up and he walked over to the fire and he grabbed a poker and he separated one log from the fire and he sat back down. As they watched in silence, that log slowly began to burn out. After a few minutes, the preacher got back up and he took the poker again and he shoved the log back into the fire and he sat back down. And soon that log really lit back up again as if it had never been out. After a few more minutes of silence, the old farmer turned to the preacher and he said, "I'll see you Sunday, Reverend." You know, it's a great story to remind us that without some sense of community, our lives are going to suffer and our spiritual walk will suffer as well. This community that we all need is based on a shared experience. Sue and I often went for walks or bike rides before this virus, and we've certainly done so even more since. I've noticed two things as a result of this virus. One, there's a lot more people getting out and getting exercise. You know, you have families, you have couples, individuals, even little gangs of kids running around the neighborhood. Everybody seems to be needing some fresh air and seems to be needing to move a little bit. But the second thing I've noticed is that when we pass by somebody, they say hi. I mean, that has never happened before this virus hit. Now everybody says hi and they nod at each other as if to say, "Yeah, you know, I'm dealing with this same thing also. I hope you're doing okay." At the risk of sounding like a High School Musical song, we are truly all in this together. This virus has given us a common experience. Now, I tricked you a little bit earlier when I shared the verse with you because I didn't share all of the verse with you. Psalm 133 verse 1 actually says, "Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity." Community isn't just about being together physically, but also choosing to do life together with people in the spirit of unity. In fact, the word community could be better understood by the two words that it seems to be made up of: common and unity. You see, a community has a common unity. Again, not just being about together physically, it's about being together mentally, emotionally, philosophically. It's about choosing to be on the same page, choosing to have things in common, and choosing to be together in spite of our differences. It's about having one purpose, one heart, one goal, all the while maintaining our distinctiveness. You see, unity doesn't mean uniformity, where we all look the same and we all blend in and we all do the same things and everybody loses a bit of themselves. Unity isn't like the various colors of paint being blended to make another color. It's more like more like the various colors of fabric being woven together to make a beautiful garment. Each maintains its own distinct, unique color, but they choose to be attached and woven in with others as part of the bigger picture. To me, that's really a great picture of the church. Ephesians 4 verse 3 reminds us as well that we all have a part to play in this thing called unity. It says that we all need to be endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bonds of peace. And so my challenge to you today is to find ways to stay connected during this lockdown, to find common unity with others and let it lift your spirits and cause you to feel human again. Find common unity with others, not because they're the same as you, but because you need them and they need you. I'd invite you to check out all that Christian Life Center is doing to help you stay connected. We have life groups every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights, and new ones are going to be starting on May the 19th, so stay tuned for more information about that. We are starting a Zoom video prayer time on Wednesday, May the 6th, where you can connect with other people and pray with other people. Our youth and young adult groups are doing all kinds of devotionals and games and meetings and discussion online to help them foster a sense of community. We have 23 people that are helping to call the rest of our church and check in to see how everybody's doing. Hopefully you've received a call already if you're part of our church. Other things that we're doing are we're having Sunday services that allow you to interact in real time and connect with other people who are watching. We have our food bank that is now happening twice a month where you can work alongside other people and help those in need. There are all kinds of things that are going on here to help you to stay connected. And I want to invite you to take advantage of as much of them as you can as is possible. That's my Reset for Life word for you today. I hope that you stay safe. I hope that you enjoy your day. See you later.